Hello, welcome to our order flow show with Robert Rother on the 10th of April. So now I can see more and more people are joining, also here on YouTube. Welcome to our order flow show. Hello Florian, hello D, good to see you here. Let me arrange myself. Yeah, for everyone who is new, who doesn't know me yet, you can also leave feedback here, and I'm going to introduce myself like always. Same procedure every week. Yeah. So my name is Robert Rother. I started trading at the age of 13, and at the age of 17, I set up my first investment company with two partners in Frankfurt, Germany. And these two partners basically they also taught me the investment business. This was now almost 30 years ago. I sold my shares in that company and I moved to China in 2004, where I set up a second investment firm with a Chinese partner together. And well, on our peak time, we managed over 150 million US dollars. And I had a team of 30 traders and analysts in my company in Shenzhen and Hong Kong. Unfortunately, if you're quite successful in China, you get somehow always into the focus of the Chinese government. And they arrested me in 2011 for outsmarting the Chinese financial system, especially during the subprime crisis 2008, where I made over $800,000 on a single day trading forex markets. And then the journey took a little bit longer. I spent the next 7 years and 7 months in a Chinese detention center and prison. I also wrote a book. In German it's available. It's called Dragon Years. It became a best-selling book in Germany. And right now I'm running two communities in German and in English, focusing on prop firm trading. So for everyone who is here on YouTube, and if you do not have a Bookmap license yet, I will put in here my affiliate links and you also get a discount for Bookmap. And if you sign up, you can register in our Discord room. You can see I also can put this here on the side. We have a special room for questions regarding my person and my trading. And also you can follow up the live stream on Discord. Yeah, there are still some certificates of payment, some starting from last year. I'm also on a probation status from Apex and currently managing my funded accounts. I cannot open any new accounts anymore. Right now, the official part, all Bookmap limited materials, information, presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So then we can close this part and we can have a look at the markets. Also here, hello D, hello T, nice to see you again. And here also, let me just put this here on a different screen, arrange myself. Yeah, I believe every one of you saw yesterday's trading day. Also, during my German live stream here on Bookmap, I could manage an amazing trade. Basically, it was just as this big move started and Donald Trump said that they will stop the tariffs or the tariff war with certain countries for 90 days. The market simply exploded and went up like 10%. And I got a nice trade exactly short at VWAP, long at the VWAP, and then I was also out within a couple of seconds. Yeah, this trade was very successful. You can also find this in my trading reviews. I can also post this from yesterday here in the community. Let me see that you can follow up the trades from yesterday. It was a good day. What I did on Bookmap, it was the normal day and then the special trade also that was also live during the Bookmap live stream. So we can post this here for the YouTube followers. And if you watch on YouTube, do not forget to basically like the channel. Huh? So how's the situation today? I must say I have some trouble with loading historical data. I don't know why. Since this week, the Rhythmic data feed doesn't give me any historical information. Strange. I don't know. Maybe if anyone has the same problem or knows the solution, I'm happy to listen. So then we have to adjust my VWAP. Like I said, I just woke up. I'm living in Europe, but living according to US time zone. So today is the 10th. And yeah, this one doesn't make sense to show because I do not have the data. After this big move yesterday, yeah, it's always interesting or basically we're getting a small correction. Yeah, it's quite normal. If we follow up here, I mean, we still had a volatility of 50 and more yesterday, and then it went down to 35, something like this. You really must be very careful in trading. Many traders really got into trouble, and they believe that their trading strategy is wrong, or that they make certain mistakes. Or they don't know, they believe the market changed. Well, yeah, the market changed, but this is simply a move of volatility, what many new traders never experienced before. And then you simply have to adapt your trading strategy. And if you look at the order book, we can see now it's okay. Yeah, a little bit more volume is coming in, but we had the days there were really the bid and ask side was completely empty. Now what we can see here, nice example, we see these iceberg orders, and we can see how they're trying to push the market to the upside. Yeah. So this is somebody really wants to build up some position size here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what's happening here. Is the live example of this iceberg order. Still absorbing here. 214, 227, 240. Wow. Yeah, now we are absorbing, going to the next iceberg orders. They want to get filled. And there's a big order also coming in at 403. Open a new chart, NQ, okay. I have to check here in NQ. If I look here, I still have also the same problem. Maybe I have to contact the support team, but here also I get no data. I try to open a new. Let's try MES. Okay, T, for you it's working smoothly. I really don't know what the big problem here is. Maybe something with my license. Here's still loading. Anyway, let's see what's happening, and we have to improvise a little bit. Let's have a look at the bigger picture here. To get a better understanding of the situation. Volatility index 37, pre-market 37 is still very high for trading. Yeah, you always have to be careful with these things. If we look at ES on a daily chart, what was important, what is basically, I mean, reference points. I draw a volume profile from Corona times, and actually added here the high volume nodes as reference points for support and resistance zones, because there is not much that we could use. And we saw that the market at the sell-off, I think that was Monday, exactly hit the VWAP here from this low, and then the correction started. If we go into a smaller time frame, 1 hour, these were high levels. I'm going to delete this one. I don't need them anymore. This one we also don't need. We could see we touched this VWAP, then this temporary low here, we touched this VWAP, market went back again, we tested this VWAP, market went back, and then we basically broke through this zone, and that means the market is long. And also here, as I told you, these are the lines from a couple months ago or years ago, and they're working quite well. 5,530 resistant point. So the next level for me as support is definitely here the 5,286. It's still a little bit away, but we know we have very volatile times. Settings. Adding here the day VWAP. If we go to a 15-minute chart, we have the support zones here. This is 89. Oh, nice trade here. Market went to the VWAP, so I have to look at both charts right now. For market opening, VWAP trades here basically 425, or the low points here 358. Might be interesting, but the big picture is still here. Market is more or less short. You can see this here. Touch, touch, and now we are basically in that range. What basically worked quite well during the last days was trading the liquidity zones, something like here for 405 or now 370. That's not enough. Let's see, where is the bottom line here? That was 290, so we're still far away from that. This is 336, this standard deviation. Yeah, and we do not pay much attention to this VWAP. This one is not valid yet. Maybe later when the market is opening and more volume is coming into play, that it's going to play a role. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Otherwise, we are basically waiting for market opening. I do not see big opportunity yet. Maybe 405 short scalping trade, or long maybe at 350 or 70 is a little bit too small. What is 370 here? Okay, these are basically these low zones here. So here in MES I also do not get any historical data. Strange. So we had news release Inflation rate, yeah, like for me it doesn't matter, it's slowing down a little bit, but it's not that important for me. Just I want to know that we got news release and want to see what is going to happen. We saw this reaction here, 84, market shoot to the upside. Now we are back at this breakout level. So let's see if we can catch here this 0450. That would be nice. I'm trying to place a short trade here with a small lot size, exactly at this liquidity. And again, with this high volatility index, I'm using 20 ticks take profit, 10 ticks stop loss, or just basically at this zone. But I'm going to take out this order just before market opening, then a lot of volatility will come into the game. Kazal, good morning. Good morning to you. And here on YouTube, do not forget to like the channel. What other stocks doing? Nvidia 110, also nice rebound. Yeah, this Monday I bought Nvidia at $87. I posted this in my community. It's of course a very nice move. I really got the low price, 87.50, just as a long-term investment, you know, for retirement plan. And I'm continuously building up positions here. Really was a nice move from Nvidia from 87, 114 yesterday, I think, now 110. It's good. I believe that we are going to see prices of 120 or even 130, maybe today or tomorrow, maybe still this week. So now market is moving slowly, slowly, slowly. Or what I would like to see is a nice sweep into this liquidity and then pull back. That is what we want to see. Something like here. Okay, this was a news release, but many times this is happening. Market makes a sweep to liquidity and then the sell-off is starting. So we're coming closer. So now I want to see if it gets a sweep. Come on, a little bit more. Wow. Come on, try to catch this liquidity here. And do not turn around before you. I mean, okay, now we can see small pullback here. This is basically what I want to see. And then my profit target is reached, but right now we're still not here in that sweet zone to enter here. Sometimes I also put my order before the liquidity, yeah. Then of course your chances to get a fill or execution is much higher, but you also have definitely a bigger risk because only a suitable stop loss is above this liquidity zone. And since I'm working with very tight stop loss in this high liquidity, high volatility market environment, I'm choosing my entry levels very careful, or basically conservative. So one more. The market doesn't really want it yet. Yeah, we are waiting, just to get here the fill. I'm willing to wait 2-3 more minutes, otherwise I will take out the trade because market opening is too volatile and we don't know what's going to happen. So we see always small sweeps coming to the upside. This is basically what I want, in and out quickly. Yeah. Okay, now, yeah, we are in. Very good. This is the sweep that I wanted to see. But did not reach my take profit yet. But exactly this is how it should be. Yeah? Just market must move a little bit more or faster. But I'm also going to break even now. I have to say this, break even +1. So let it run just before market opening. Okay, perfect. Just before market opening, perfect execution, perfect trade. So now we can close the day and go home. Yeah, like I said, go free shopping, like we say in Germany. Like on 10 accounts, like $2,500 in a couple minutes. Easy trades. You see exactly perfect execution. Normally I would, to put the stop loss break even is okay, but I could also leave the trade a little bit longer or make the stop loss into this area. But since we are just before market openings, there are unexpected volatility moves sometimes, yeah, so better stay on the safe side. And the number one rule is, of course, do not lose. Market is continuing a little bit, but like I said, for everyone who's new here, this is not my business. My business is simply to detect when algos are buying and selling, and getting my little cut of that. So, any questions, or also here on Discord or YouTube, if you who is new, who's for the first time here in that live trading? So quiet today. And don't forget to hit the like button here for YouTube. And then we're having the market opening in a couple of minutes. Ah, nice, but market is continuing now, of course. Many people ask me why you do not let your profits run and so on. I traded with different lot sizes, yeah, and let some trades longer run, but in the end you also lose with your full contract size. And if you take only part of your profits at the end, I did not have better results. Yeah? Ah, newbie, welcome. Eboom Inc. Hello, also welcome. Very nice to see you here. Wow, but now we have a bigger sell-off here. Perfect entry point. For everyone who is new, you can also sign up for our community. This is our free English community where you get updates of our situation or what we are doing, and also every day, of course, the trading recaps where I explain what I did. Oh, sorry, what trades I did for the day. In 30 points move just like that. It's nice to see, and without any big pullback. Yeah. Oh, now we see liquidity buying pressure coming in here at 70, a lot. But this is now 1 minute before market opening. There's not a trading opportunity yet here. But I like to see that, to basically go long here, and you will see most likely that we have a pullback, but not 1 minute before opening. This can end up trickily. But zones like this are easy money opportunities. Hello, George. I'm new. Can you explain more? Yes, definitely, George. For everyone who doesn't know me yet, I started trading 30 years ago. I set up my first investment company at the age of 17. That was in Frankfurt, Germany. When I moved to China, I set up my second firm there with a Chinese partner, and I run a hedge fund with a volume of 156 million US dollars with a team of 30 traders and analysts. And then I became quite famous in China for that. And the Chinese government arrested me in May 2011 for outsmarting the Chinese financial system. And I spent the next 7 years and 7 months in a prison and detention center. I was released in December 2018. From that time on, I started trading again, of course. I wrote a best-selling book in Germany. And I'm writing actually my second book right now, a book about trading and about my life experience. And my niche in trading definitely is to detect when algorithms are going to buy and sell. And the definition of my trading style is definitely I'm a scalper. Most of my trades only last a couple of seconds, yeah, or like 1 minute, and then I'm out of business and waiting for the next opportunity. Currently, I'm mostly trading prop firm accounts from Apex. I'm under probation status from them since September last year. And focusing on, yeah, this daily business, exactly what I'm doing here with Bookmap live streams to show people my trades, giving every day new ideas about what I did and what I did not do. Yeah, B, absolutely, big journey, yeah. Hello, Melek, nice to see you here. Yeah, you can also, if you want to get some more details, you can come here to Bookmap. Bookmap wrote a story about me. It's loading here. I can also post the link here. Get more background information about me. Yeah, and I'm coming from the institutional side of trading, so I have a different view on the markets than most of the trading gurus, which you can see on Instagram and YouTube, who basically never managed any money. Yeah. And so I know how it is if you have a stock with a trading volume of 10,000 shares a day, for example, but you have to place 100,000 shares. How are you going to do that? You cannot just say I buy market, yeah. So you need certain benchmarks for traders that they know what is a fair price to buy and sell. And this is where the VWAP comes into play. It's nothing but a benchmark for algorithms to know when a price is fair or not. And then they are starting to react and starting buying and selling. And this is what I'm using for my trading. Quite simple. Even if I'm a scalper, but I'm waiting a long time. Mostly I only do 1 or 2 trades a day. And then I hit my profit goals for all my prop firm accounts. And then my business is done. Mostly I trade like 1 hour a day and make 1 or 2 trades. And then I quit. Like here just today, 1 trade before market opening, short at liquidity, take profit here with 20 ticks. On 10 accounts, each account $250, you are at $2,500 within, let's say. Entered this trade at 24.16 and out 25.11. So yeah, almost a minute. It's already a long trade. Getting nervous. So now we see a lot of high volatility here. It's typical for this week. Yeah, it makes trading sometimes difficult. And yeah, this might be a nice entry point here at VWAP. Yeah, and would have worked out. For me, if I look at this market, it's really insane. Since I'm a scalper and I'm using very tight stop loss, if you do not get the perfect entry, you are in and out within seconds. Ivom, do you use inverse correlations like VIX futures and indices at all? I look at the VIX every day. Yeah, that is one of the most important indices for me to determine how to trade. What is my take profit and what is my stop loss? And the VIX right now we are at 35. What 35 is crazy. It's very difficult to trade. It's not pre-market, still delayed data. Really must be very cautious I think last year we mostly had a VIX of 13, 14, yeah. Then you trade completely different than you're trading right now. BQ, why do you trade with 10 accounts doing the same trade? Because these are prop firm accounts, yeah. And you have to fulfill certain consistency rules to get a payout. And if I only trade one account, I basically need 10 trades to reach my profit goal on each account. And that is definitely more risk than when I trade 10 accounts with one trade. And it saves me a lot of time. I'm basically trading Apex 50K accounts, so they have the best reward to risk ratio for me. And then you just scale it, yeah. So where does the market want to go now? We have the major support level at this VWAP. This is 294. I think that should be the most likely the next target here. Or 300. We also have nice liquidity at 350. Yeah? I had this before in my mind. Maybe I just see if I can catch a trade here. This level, same like we did before. One sweep, and then market should go to the upside. Something like this. I didn't catch that trade here, but I would also try to short at the session VWAP. This is always a nice opportunity if we catch here. Okay, we got this trade, pullback. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, this was, we see this pullback market touched it, but was too small. Normally I'm using 10 ticks, yeah, we can see the 20 ticks is already a little bit more complicated here. So I'm taking out the order here, otherwise I might forget this. Now are we going back to sender? Okay, we are trying it again here at 50. So let's see if we can catch a quick scalp here at 50. So now give me this execution here. See, just a couple ticks before my entry point. The market is doing this move to the upside, but still not getting here the fill. But these are the moves that I like, yeah. This is now a little bit unlucky. Okay, no, okay, this was now the sweep. Okay, we are now back to plus minus 0, and we got even a, I think, some sort of slippage here. And now the market is doing the return. This is the problem with this high volatility, you see. Stopped out on the point and then went into my profit target. Anyway, it's just a trade. So what is the next zone? Yeah, so probably we have to wait here for 95. Again, liquidity popping up at 35, 46. Then I would try a short trade here at the session VWAP. Session VWAP is the VWAP that starts at the official market opening. Originally, Napolis, why wouldn't you trade more than one time per day if this method works so well? Because it doesn't make sense. You know, you reach your profit goal that you have to fulfill your consistency rule, and once you reach that consistency rule, you're ready for payouts. Very simple thing. You know, if you make in one day $10,000 profit on prop firm accounts, it doesn't bring you any advantage. They want that you do every day the same thing. Okay, we had, you know, the first touch. It's unlucky, so we take out this one. See, yeah, one tick I didn't get my execution. That's unlucky, and then the market moves into that direction. Most likely with the next try the market will break through. Yeah. So next target, basically, if we see now a correction, would be the day VWAP at 413. So, yeah, I do not see any big opportunity for me here right now. It's a reference point. We can use the low to add an anchored VWAP. Look on a smaller time frame, the 1 minute chart here. It's a day VWAP, it's 413. This might be the next resistance zone. Again, if you can see, there are certain touching points, 1, 2, always the market. If it comes in this direction, we see some exhaustion. And there's also the VWAP. So now we can see we have this VWAP from the low. If we're going through this VWAP now, then probably we're going to see new lows. Oh, it's holding quite well. Oi. Touching here, and we can see VWAPs back into place. And not VWAPs, the algos going to buy aggressively. Oi. There's no clear picture for me here right now. Just waiting. Basically what we can see is that we are here in this range, accumulating position size, and then the move will continue. Adam Howell, good afternoon. Robert, in what context do you use order flow? Do you use it to scalp for day trading or long-term trading? Order flow for basically for me for scalping, yeah. In day trading terms, I'm a scalper and I'm trading very small moves. For this, I'm using order flow, like Bookmap. If I want to have, but I always try to get this into context with the long-term view, yeah, on the markets. We have to know where are major support and resistance zones on a daily chart. For example, here touching the VWAP, and then trying to figure out where are major turning points, yeah. And then I try to look, is there liquidity coming in? Is there something happening? Yeah, like here, for example, something coming in, and try to put this into context. I mean, if you see major support zones like this one here on this VWAP, we could see, I think that was Monday. Also, a lot of liquidity was showing up in Bookmap. And then we know this is for long-term decisions, this could be a major sign to build up bigger positions. I did this actually, but not in the futures markets. I bought stocks because I believed this is a very good support for a long-term investment. And then I started to buy NVIDIA at $87. I do not think that I'm going to sell them soon. I will keep them for a long time. But this is more than a fair price if you have a long-term view of 5, 6, 7 years. So on YouTube, do not forget to hit the like button if you enjoy this show. We still have a couple minutes left. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. Now we can see liquidity coming in here at 50, 52, 55. This is, if you look on the chart, yeah, it's basically this low level, these levels here. We can see is today is also from day to day you have to really pay attention. The market is absorbing liquidity, then making a pullback, and then or still continuing the trade and then making the pullback. Sometimes it's just touching and doing the pullbacks. This is really some things that are from day to day different. Yeah. But what we can expect is mostly a pullback. Yeah, now we touched it here, liquidity, but still not enough. Only 3 points here. Okay, it would have been profitable, 5 points. E-Born, will you be selling OTM options in order to get neutral on the purchase on Nvidia stock? No, definitely not, no. I just hold the stock as a long-term investment. Because I believe the development of artificial intelligence and the computers that Nvidia brought on the market, this AI computer, is still at the beginning stage. Yeah. So from the fundamental point of view and from the outlook of that industry, I believe that there's still a lot of growth possible. Oh, we see liquidity coming here, 15. Oh, and here is 290, exactly. And 290 is where the VWAP is. This is the interesting point. 296, here's this area. Probably are going to see this level here. Yeah, and again, always these crazy volatile moves. I think there was also a small news release here, but not that important. I think slowly this level here, 315, 310, and then 290. This is then also this major breakout level here. Yeah, then I would also say we see each other next week. Well, and if you're interested in continuing trading with us, we have our trading community every day. We are trading the opening session of the futures markets, and you can basically trade exactly what I do. And we are focusing on prop firm trading, and well, yeah, get funded as quick as possible and to get payouts. And if you also like, you can also book a call with us so that we can basically guide you through all this community. The link for a free call also posting here with our team, and then you can get the complete insight. So then have a good trading day. Be careful, yeah, with this high volatility. Really cautious in trading, and brings good opportunities, but for it's not the daily business, yeah, that I'm focusing on. Daily business is when we have lower volatility, which we have like 80% or 90% of the year. So this is now an exceptional week, and probably next week everything will be back to normal. So take care, and see you next week or see you later in our community, probably in 10 minutes when I'm finished. Bye.